Okay, let's see. Did I do this right? Yes, I did. I think you guys can hear me. Perfect. Excellent. Wonderful. Lovely. Oh, man. Game sounds are on. You'd think I'd be good at this already, but I'm not. So we have, well, we're on my account now. Good morning to everybody out there in Egnards land. Here for the final brunch of April. There's not much, obviously, going on in game right now. We have Conquest, and I haphazardly did my Conquest stuff this morning and then realized, oh shit, right, I do that normally during brunch. So we're gonna deal with not too much that I have to do. But we do get a very, 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 very rare glance into Vaanced's account today, because I've been helping him out, and I generally do that stuff in the morning. So today, this is the perfect time to do those things. Oh, Smuggler's Run, nice. The perfect time to do those things. I can buy everything in the store. Are you paying for everything in the store? Because the last thing that I purchased in the store, you could see my days without spending has gone down, and I was kind of torn about that. But Tuesday morning I woke up to a Venmo from somebody that basically just said, go get those clones, and was enough money to buy this Ascension pack. And I kind of felt that was a contract, you know, like it was almost a conditional gift. So my last spending was not my money, but it was on this lovely motherfucker over here who still does not have great mods. And people were torn on whether I should reduce my days without spending calendar timer, but I feel it's only fair. Let's see what's going on in TW. TW land. This was apparently an easy one. I haven't really been paying attention to it. We were told that this was like a cupcake war, which was interesting to me. How many people joined? Yeah, 41 joined, and we've won our last like 3 of them. So I was very surprised to find a cupcake war. And I had this idea, and I don't know if everybody did it, where we would set a team with cup in it in every zone. And our TW officer did put that in the instructions, but I might be the only asshole that followed those instructions. My team's probably dead. Oh, look, my team is still there. Cup sitting there, right? Still not dead. Hey, Nana, good morning, man. So let's see if we can hero some of this shit, shall we? TW hero, what is this? I hate fleets so much. So much. I used bomber. Oh, I guess I used bomber already. I don't remember what I used bomber in. Okay, I guess we'll just do this. Everybody loves when TW hero Egnards is around. Oh, man. Ba-da-da-da-da. Da, 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 da. You also had, you know, we had the normal amount of people joining. 41 is normal for us. And we've won the last couple, so I'm really surprised that we had an easy TW. I fully expected we'd be losing this one. We also have a few guildmates who are on vacation right now, who would normally have joined. Morning, Sanctus. Welcome back to Brunch. Brunch with the one and only Egnards. Come on. I mean, we got rid of Outrider. I feel like we probably can auto it at this point. And honestly, it doesn't even really matter. We've won the war. Where's Van? I don't have no idea where Vaanced is, Hirokoro, but a few weeks ago he asked me for some help with his account, and I agreed to help him. I didn't agree to do all of his stuff for him. I only agreed to help him with his mods, but in that time I've done a few other things for him. It's so crazy. We'll talk about the Vaanced account when we get there, because his account is insane. But I've managed to get 3 of his assault battles that weren't at CT3 to CT3. I managed to help him with CT2 of Ground War yesterday. So his passive resource acquisition has increased pretty considerably. I think, M3, man, I'm going to have to start on Saturdays messaging you as a payback. Every Saturday, just being, hey, buddy, you got to do this. All right, let's just start burning teams. Actually, CLS works here, right? Fuck is Chupio? You've never seen a Vaanced post? Oh my god, listen. He doesn't even need to worry about secondaries. He just needs some of his best characters had mods that had 0 speed on them. Like, just so hilariously bad. Oh, I guess, right, this is not a Qui-Gon team in GAC, so I probably should just focus on this guy. Well, if it's on Sundays now, this is all my fault if I lose. I was being stupid. Oh, it's that fucking Barris. That's why. Fucking healing them. Oh, man. God damn it. All right. Okay, it's time to get serious. I didn't pay attention. Now I'll pay attention. We're supposedly going to be seeing Fat Phil tonight. He asked me last night, so I've got the Wampa here. I don't know if I'll burn him on stream because it's inside and my wife will kill me just because of a burning plastic smell in my house. But if I have time today, I might burn him outside, take a video of it, and post it to the stream, all things depending. So M3, you and I, we can hold each other accountable. I came here to say I hate Vaanced. I love Vaanced. I really do. Some of the questions he asks me, on any one day, I go, how do you exist? I really love him. He provides me with so much entertainment. Morning, Daniel. Ooh. M3, I thought I fixed my washer last week and it worked like twice, and then my wife told me yesterday that it wasn't working again. So I might have to just pay a guy. I don't want to fucking pay a guy. I already have expensive repairs. We found out, some of you saw this on Discord. On Friday, we found out that 2.5 years ago when we bought this house, that the flipper who sold us this house, I don't even know if this was maliciously or not, cut the wire to our septic system. So for 2.5 years, our septic system wasn't releasing correctly. And we only found out because we were trying to get it drained. And I think the only reason that it didn't back up into our house was because they also didn't screw on the top. So I think that water was just seeping out into our yard instead of overflowing into our system. So a $300 to $400 septic pumping cost us like $1,500. And I'm so mad about it. They have instant defeat immunity, right? Yeah, they do. Okay. I have not faced Apocron yet. Hasn't happened. Probably should have known better against using this. I haven't seen it. I mean, my fives was terrible. Like, I had the worst fives ever. But I had so far I've had a really good threes against some not great players. Well, not players. Players is not the right word to use. Not as advanced accounts as mine. Like, the guy I'm fighting right now, I think, has 6 GLs and doesn't even have Leviathan. And his executor is at 6 stars. Well, it's falling. If it's failing to SLKR, we have to remember 2 things. The first thing we have to remember is that the new LV does need a counter, right? We can't have something that has no counters. But also that the team doesn't fully exist yet. And that's, I think, the other super important thing that we need to keep in mind. Is that we're still waiting for the rest of that team. I want to do some things, so let's... Oh, I don't want to throw C-Rex in there because I want to try some stuff with him. Sure, let's do that. Talk about it. Man, I'm in the same boat with some shit. Thankfully our roof is new. But they did the same thing with our basement. It was a fully finished basement, and we found out within 3 months that because the outside wasn't graded properly, that water was seeping in through the foundation, and I had to tear up my entire basement, which 2.5 years later we still haven't put together because we don't have the money to do a whole new basement that we're gonna not use very often. Oh man, we just find out every fucking week that they did something stupid. You know how it is with flippers. I do have a basement. It's not useful to me. I have a weight bench down there. That's it. And a concrete ripped up floor, and 2 feet of the drywall is just ripped out. Oh, I can read that. That says Jeju Dodok Duk. Jeju Do Duk. I don't know what the fuck it means though. Info. Imperial Empire Sith. Sure. Wonder if that's Jeju, like the island. Allie, you might see us tonight, me and Phil. This little guy, he's waiting. Good morning. Oh, man. I guess I should probably target the Great Mothers, huh? It's possible. We'll see. We're supposed to do something tonight. He asked me about it. We'll see if it happens. That's that's literally exactly it. I just have a bench down there, and it's just kind of like, like it's where the water doesn't get to is where it goes. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think my wife will appreciate burning the Wampa inside, so I might torch him outside and take a video and then just play it during the live stream instead. I was thinking of making a little funeral pyre for him, but it's also been, well, it's actually not raining now, but everything's wet outside because it rained all yesterday. But we'll see. I got time to deal with that later. Galactic Republic. Man, I'm such a fucking hero. My guild is going to be so impressed. Oh. Assholes. My guild is going to be so impressed with me. Oh, fuck you, Bones. Graphic coming in with a fuck you, Bones. I love it. I haven't had a good fuck you, Bones in a while. I was hoping that he would ransom the Wampa knee. I really was. I was like, oh, I can make a few bucks on this. But I didn't expect it. But I was hoping. We'll see if I can get my wife to film it for me. so that you can have me doing it and talking about it and then burning him. But then I have to explain why I'm burning a plastic toy to my wife, who will look at me and judge me. I might ask her to do it anyway. Why not? Does this work? I don't know if this works. Well, let's do Seabane. Let's do Bane and somebody. I don't give a shit. It doesn't even matter. We've won. Bane and, there we go. Phil doesn't even pay for good beer, so I don't know why he'd pay for my Wampa toy. That's what we have to remember. Oh, this is probably not going to work with all this foresight. Oh, well. No, I work with children. My wife works from home. Okay, this is not fucking working. Oh my god, everybody's got fucking... Okay. This is just fucking embarrassing. Oh. Good morning, Hot in with the jokes, the dad jokes. Couldn't even wait. Couldn't even wait yesterday. Coming in with jokes on a Saturday. Allie, I know that you are into those romance books and weird dragon tales that my wife also reads. Do you watch all of the reality stuff too? Because my wife and I were watching 90 Day Fiance last night, and we were watching the newest 90 Day the Other Way. And I told her that she is most definitely a Statler. And she agreed with me. She's like, yeah, I definitely most identify with her. And I tried to ask her who I would identify with, and she couldn't come up with an answer. So I've given her the week to figure that out. To determine who I most identify as. Oh, Statler she is a real treat. She really is. She's actually very funny, though she does some weird shit. There was an episode recently, she was like, oh, I love to take baths, and after I take a bath, I pee in the bath water, and just because I can. I was like, what? I don't know. Seems strange to me, but okay. Fuck. Alright, fine. We're just gonna let this play out. Well, we have a system. So when we watch TV downstairs, it's usually like our show. When we watch TV upstairs, it's reality TV. Like something easy, something light, something you don't have to fully paying attention to. What else can we do here? Not First Order, is Sith Empire. The Minecraft movie, I mean, the chicken jockey shit, right? But, like, it's not a bad movie. I don't think it's a great movie, but, like, it was fun. I enjoyed it. There was silly parts. I had fun with it. Morning, Godzilla. I haven't seen you in a bit. Cheers, buddy. Welcome back to Brunch. Can you guys stop? Probably should have thrown a data crunch on these guys. Really didn't think that this was going to be difficult. Yet here I am. The more we know, though, right? Oh man, the getting Jabba it's like a rite of passage for accounts. Once you have Jabba, the entire it's a game-changing thing for any account. Can I just, like, one of you just... Okay, I'm bored now. I'm bored. We've won this. Doesn't matter. What else can we try for fun? Do I have anything? Let's do Balin. How does Balin do against these guys? For science. Just to see what happens. Sure. Slooty, this is... It's a cupcake war. I'm pressing auto on just random ass teams. I'm not really concerned about winning. We're throwing shit at the wall in a match where I really don't need to waste time even playing, to be completely honest. Oh. And if I'm gonna lose to any team, I mean, OG Night Sisters is one of my favorite teams in the game. So if I gotta lose to any team, this is the team I want to lose to. For science! Brings me back to my trivia days. What is on this wall? Leia vs. Ew, I don't want to fight Galactic Legends. What do we got here? Fuck it. Oh. You think Sidious Kron? Let's do Sidious Kron. Do you think that'll work? Let's find out. Dude, it sounds like you got like a ton of projects going on. Probably too much foresight for any of this shit to work. To be fair, I usually don't care even when it's GAC. Bitches be dying. Every single one of my Datacrons, by the way, has rolled Sith, and I've had to like roll to get away from Sith because I have all of the useful Sith ones now. Okay. Well, all of the OG Night Sister teams are gone, and we only have this left. So let's go with that. See what's happening here. This might work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. There's no Omicron. So it might be what we need. I get fucking 5s with no health left. Somehow still got a sacrifice. Listen, man, Godzilla, it's a journey, you know, and you are a lot earlier in that journey of the game, but you have made a lot of progress, at least since the last time I saw your account. I saw, Ali, that you had unlocked a few things, I think in the members area, because everybody was like posting pictures of shit. And I was kind of like, sort of looking at stuff. Okay. Jejuiku. Don't know what that means, but I know what it says. Okay, we are going to pop onto Vaanced Account in a second because... Brother Spirit. Yeah, I love Cupcake Wars because I just throw shit at the wall and have some fun, and I get to pretend I'm the hero because I get high scores. And then sometimes my TW officers get mad at me, and I go, listen, guys, like, I don't know what you want from me. We were winning this no matter what. All right. So let's pop this down. We're going to log out. Into messages. Get his login and stuff. And go over to the EA app. Okay, so this is a very, very rare glimpse into the Vaanced account. And the interesting thing about Vaanced is I really don't even know why he plays this game, because every time I log in, he has full of all energy. You can see that his reward track is still at level 13. I am willing to bet he's still, like, he doesn't even do the marquee events. I don't know why. Oh my god. Like, just get the free shards, Vance. You don't even have to unlock the character. Fucking moron. Oh my god. I'm willing to bet that he hasn't even done his Galactic Challenge yet. At all. His guild is all in French. I don't know what they're saying. They have no idea. They're probably talking about him and going, oh, Vaanced, his account, it is so much better than it used to be. What is going on? Right? Exactly. He's such a big Lord Vader fan. And the only reason he has Oppo is because I did the marquee event for Oppo as well. It's so insane. Like, I don't know why he even... Did he do this? No, he hasn't even started this. I have told him so many times, just run it on auto. One time, just to get the minimum rewards. And he doesn't... I don't know why I do it for him. I agreed only to help him with his mods. And yet here I am, like, literally playing his account for him. The only reason he has Master... The only reason he has Master Qui-Gon is I've spent the last week farming Master Qui-Gon for him. He doesn't have either of the boys other than that. It's just such an insane account, and the mods are so bad. And because the mods are so bad, it is so hard to find good, like, it's so tough to make his mods better because he has no modding depth. My opinion about game mechanics versus story, say Fallout 4 versus Fallout 3, I don't give a shit. Most of the time, 95% of the time, I do not give a shit about a game's story. I just don't fucking care. I used to play a lot of story-based games when I was younger, when I had a lot more time. I was huge into games like Final Fantasy. Legend of Dragoon was my fucking jam. Final Fantasy Tactics is one of my favorite games of all time. But I also grew up in the age of platformer games when story in games wasn't really a big thing, right? So, like, I had an NES growing up and played Jaws and played Super Mario, and there was no story other than beat the level and Mega Man. But now I just don't have the time to play these games the way that I used to. So I find it very hard to get into story-based games. Because I have, like, before I started doing brunches, Sunday mornings from 7 in the morning till like 11 was my play video games time. Now that I do the brunches, I don't really have the time to play video games other than this. So I just want something that's fun to play. And I will enjoy a good story if the story itself is really that solid. But I can't have the gameplay. I can't have the story get in the way of the gameplay. Oh my god, I have to redo his stuff now. If the story gets in the way of the gameplay, I'm really pissed off. Right? So, like, when you're sitting down to play a game and you only have an hour, but in that hour of gameplay, like, does he? Yes. Oh, he's getting credits back. In that hour of gameplay, 45 minutes of it are movies. Like, I'm bored. I'm bored. I want to play. Now, here's the interesting thing, and this is how you know how bad his mods are. I set up filters for him that are very basic. And this is no speed cell. And these are all no speed mods that he has in character loadouts. I don't even know what characters. I don't want to delete mods that are in loadouts. But those are all in loadouts somewhere. I will usually play like I'll play like one story game, 2 story games a year, but that'll generally be in the summer when I have a lot more time. Let's see if we got anything decent. Okay, this is not bad. Like, for Vaanced, I'm literally only concerned about speed right now because his speed is so beyond terrible. His LV mods are not terrible, but I also helped him with those considerably. Oh, actually, we have to pull all of these mods, don't we? It's just an interesting character. Again, select all, reveal secondaries, no speed cell. It's just... I feel like getting his mods higher is just like... It's such an interesting chore. Did we get anything else? Speed. Like, this is not bad. This is not terrible. Okay, well, that sucks because he already has a decent mod there. So let's... 9 health. These are all speed. Really loved, like, 4 fucking speed on this. That's the best we can get. That's the best I can get him right now because his mods are that bad. Let's see. Ooh, we could do this by speed. No, we need offense. Somebody who needs offense mods. Like, this is... Like, I'm not going to subject you guys to modding his account. That's not that bad. That's not terrible. His CLS team is only half decent and only because I did it. Okay, that's not that terrible. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is this on Grandmaster Yoda? God, we don't give a shit about that. Fine. We don't need your damage. We're gonna give you crit chance. We just want you fast. It's just about making concessions for him because there's no way that I can get his secondaries correct. He just does not have the depth for it. That's better than nothing. Alright, well, let's see what else he hasn't done today. Get some Smuggler's Run 2 done. Does he have Wampa? He has Wampa max, so that's not a big deal. He has that maxed. Okay, he's got all these guys maxed, so it doesn't matter. Excellent. Has he even done anything in TW yet? Okay, he does. He did do something in TW. I have been, don't tell him, I've been using his energy to farm fucking Punishing One because his Punishing One was at like 3 stars, but all he has is Executor, so why is your Punishing One like on the back burner? This should have been done already. Characters that give double the shards give you half the amount of shard shop currency. The raid characters give the old amount. What else do we have to do? So it doesn't even matter. He just hoards currencies for no frickin' reason, which is so insane to me. Like, why do you have so much of this currency? I don't understand. There's no reason you need... I've just been spending it. He had over 100,000 of this. Don't tell him. I don't think he even noticed. What? Like, he needs all of this shit. I don't know why he does not use his resources to get this shit. He just lets it sit. He's gonna fucking cap out there. He needs all this. I hate him sometimes. I really do. This is... So next time Vaanced is on Reddit asking about his account, just remember that you saw inside what's going on here. He just needs everything. Oh, I gotta log in and delete the bot accounts. Come on, man. I don't even really know what he needs versus what he doesn't need, because he doesn't upgrade any of his characters. The only reason this account is, like, okay right now is because of me. I should have bought him the cup bundle. Just for the hell of it. Anything good? Yeah, let's take that. Honestly, I really should be taking anything that has any... Look at this. He doesn't even buy fucking Zetas. He doesn't buy shit. Oh my god, I love it. I fucking love it. Wait, is there... What else do... I try not to use all of his currency, but, but he just so needs me to. Yeah, the thing with me and services, M3, is that I'm someone that likes to go above and beyond. So even though he and I agreed that I was only working to help him with his mods, I do everything anyway. Because I just feel like he needs it that much. I'm just gonna burn this on shock prods. Let's see. This is how far he is into Conquest right now. Like, not even the first box. It's just... Sure. We'll be a bro and we'll help him with Conquest. Get him at least to the first fucking box or something. Oh, Vaanced. Oh, Vaanced. Sure. I know, I know. And he's getting this for like a steal too. This service. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, he is paying me, but he is paying me literal pennies for the amount of money or the amount of time that I'm putting into this, just because I feel bad. Because he doesn't play. He does not play at all. Like, I don't understand. He's always wondering why he doesn't get ahead. It's because he doesn't play. Like, I've asked him. I've literally asked, like, why do you... I don't understand why you play this game. I don't even think he knows. Oh, well. Cheers, M3. Thanks for joining us for Brunch with Vaanced. Everybody's favorite brunch. I don't mean to make fun of the guy. I do like Vaanced. I don't understand him most of the time. Just want to help him. He needs it. So much. Oh, man. I really thought, like, I wasn't checking on his conquest, but I really thought, because he asked me like a week ago, he's like, is conquest important? Should I be doing it? And I literally said, I've said to him, like, yes, this is a very important part of increasing your account. we are on Vaanced's account right now. This is a very rare glimpse into the Vaanced account. Okay. His account gets smarter every single time I pop on here. I'd really like to get him to the first box, but I don't really want to use his crystals. That's not fair. Let's fundraise Vaanced Vault. For just $5 a day, you too can buy Vaanced Vault. I don't even, like, I guess he has... Hey, Trippy. I don't know if you know who Vaanced is, but this is Vaanced's account. a very well-known, very interesting player in the community, who I've been trying to help get better at the game, because he's not very good at all. I don't know. I don't know. Every time I log in, I'm so confused by what's going on. All right. Let's make sure he gets his Zetas for the day, I guess. And I've told him, like, I'm not doing all your dailies for you. I'm not doing any of that shit for you. But I do want to make sure he gets some of the important stuff. Let's pop out. There we go. And I have one more account I do need to log into. I don't know how I became the purveyor of all these accounts, because I hate alts. But a guildmate of mine was going on a 2-week cruise, and I didn't agree to log into his account every day, but I did ask him if he would give me his login just so I could do platoons and deploys for him in TB. And I've just been trying to pop in for 2 minutes each day just to make sure he gets his Zetas, and just to make sure he gets, like, the most important things done, right? So, oh, right, I don't want to sell any of that stuff. So we're gonna log in real quick and get his bare minimum farming done. Let's say this one, get him some datacrons. I don't want to use any of his crystals or anything. Oh, I mean, if you need help figuring that stuff out, Allie, let me know. I don't have time all the time, but I remember the days of figuring out all this shit, and it was not fun having to figure it all out. And I've gotten pretty good at it. Make sure that he gets his Zetas and his smuggler run. I don't know his account well, so I don't want to delete any mods. Let's also do this galactic challenge for him just because. This is what being friends with Egnards gets you. A premium level of service. Oh, see, I pay for it because paying for it allows you to go to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. It's like $19 a month. So, you know, as someone who makes like $20 a month streaming, I break even on that. But it's worth it because I get to talk to more people. And I've been told I can stream to both for free by doing a bunch of stuff that's like not intuitive. But I'm an idiot, so I prefer the intuitive option that makes my life easy. Oh, he's actually on right now. Yeah, looks like he's logging in right now. Godzilla, yeah, we're actually going to do that now because it looks like Arvel is logging in right now. So he must have some Wi-Fi at the moment. So we will log out of his stuff. We will log back into my stuff. And, ooh. And yes, I still do account reviews. I have a pretty decent line of them right now. We are going to get out of my PMs. We're going to go to Discord. We're going to go to that now. I see a bunch of people have posted in there. You can't make them official. I don't want to do the accent because that would be racist. I'm going to take a very short break to fill up my cup, and then we are going to get into reviews for the morning. So give me 2 minutes. All right, there we go. Give me a second to set up this stuff. Godzilla, I'm not sure what you mean by per DC. Do you mean per like Discord, like on Discord? Because yes, we do it all through Discord. Okay, that is up. Through our Discord channel. Ali, the way that I believe Streamlabs works, if it works the same way as when I first set it up, is you can log into YouTube or you can log into Twitch. You cannot log into both at the same time unless you pay for the service, which again, I do pay for the service. So let's get into the reviews that we can get into for today. Let's find where today's are. Oh, those, I'm in. That's why I was in Captain's area. Callsign Botch. All right. Discord. Let's see what's going on, shall we? What time is it? It's 1:08. 1:09. So, Callsign Botch, I think we've done a review for you before. Your name is familiar. Yep, we have. You have the tag. So, top 27 executors, 4 endurance, 6 negotiators, and executrix, 2 chimeras, Discord coordination. No, not entirely sure how to coordinate or get in on this. So, I actually have a 4-minute video. It's a super easy video, and all you do is you type in fleet Discord just like that in any channel on our Discord, and that video will pop up. It'll show you how to get into contact with people in your fleet chart super easily, super quickly, but I highly recommend doing it because it makes your life a lot easier. Interjections. This is 3-month update review from the first one. Okay, so yeah, in January. Since then, I've finished Houndstooth, gotten Piet 7-star into Relic 6, Bosk is Relic 5, Vader Relic 7, Boba Relic 1, TIE Pilot is G12. My fleet performance has significantly improved from rank 60 to 7 to 25-30, so you're getting fleet crystals nice now, which is nice. My current go-to team is Jedi Knight Revan. Working on my mods was one of the other big suggestions you had last time, and that's been a huge focus of mine since the review, and I feel I've significantly improved. Assault battles. Rebel Roundup, CT2, Forest Moon, Places of Power, Ground War, Secrets and Shadow, Fanatical Devotion, Duel of the Fates, PP0. Current farm, Malak, Negotiator, no specific farms, more like individual tunes. The closest to a current farm would be Ewoks for C3PO. I've gotten my farms organized by sharding. Organized by sharding is just a fun thing to say. Nessa, Chupio, Wrecker, Hunter, Relic leveling, G13, G12 modding. Each of the latter 4 have 1 tune at a time. In the near future, I'd like to finish my Sith team, got my CLS team to at least G12, and I'd say my Bad Batch to G11, as by tomorrow I'll have Marauder at 7 stars. I'm dead set on my current farm, especially since I'm only gearing individual tunes and not full teams. I'm more than willing to switch up farms as needed. Efficiency, probably the same as last review, 70-30. Prioritizing unnecessary tunes unless gearing Malak is considered unnecessary for the time being. I can't really think of any less than necessary tunes that I want to work on. All right, so let us check this out. Earlier game, account 2.6 million. Alright, so 2.1 million. Sorry, I have that guildmate who is away. He's on right now and he's asking me questions, and I'm like, I'm on my thing right now, my man. But I think we're done now. So 2.6 million. Just want to confirm. Panicking, okay. You're using endurance, getting 27. I want to see how close we are to that executor. We're getting there. We are getting there. I mean, this really should be your biggest priority, I think, is getting this executor, because you probably have noticed that going from 0 fleet crystals a day to going to 50 fleet crystals a day has been a huge bump for you. So, and I know that that's what you're working on right now, but really making sure that that is a solid major priority is going to be a big deal, right? So like getting Dengar to G13 and IG-88 to G13 and TIE Fighter Pilot to G13 is more important to you right now than getting Malak. Obviously, we probably talked about this in your last review because you are earlier in the game. You should have 3 tiers of what you're farming, and that first tier is like what you're currently bringing through your relics. Your second tier is what you're gearing, and your third tier is what you're shard farming. And you've isolated what you're shard farming right now, but I think your gearing is just slightly confused. And you will very highly and strongly notice a huge shift when you're getting 100 fleet crystals or 200 fleet crystals a day because you have that executor. So I'd really be prioritizing those guys over like a Malik, at least for right now. I would also definitely, I'm not sure if you've already done this, definitely continue working on that punishing one so that you have it ready for you or close to ready for you as you get that executor. Once again, if we can get you into that top 10 or that top 1 or whatever it is, it's going to be just this huge jump. Huge jump for you. I just want to check on Forest Moon CT2. Let's see what those troopers are looking like. Veers, Stark, Imperial Intelligence. Probably be useful to have these guys. It'll take you a little long, so I don't know if I want to, since you're already doing CT2, I don't know if it's worth it. Places of Power. You're doing at CT1. Okay. Where's Nihilus? No Nihilus? Man. Nihilus is such a gangster for getting this to CT2 really early, and he's so low. But CT1's the important one, right? That's the big one. I feel like we're missing one here. Rebel Roundup, Forest Moon, Places of Military Might is what we're missing. You did not tell me what you're getting on Military Might. I'm thinking maybe 0 right now, but you should be close, especially once you finish CHU-PO and C3PO. You should be able to get that to CT1 if you're not already doing that. Bosk Vader. Go-to team is Jedi Knight Revan. My farms organized by sharding, Nessa, CHU-PO. Yeah, those are great. Wrecker, Hunter, I mean, I don't know if those are really necessarily super important for you right now. I'd really like to see you. You have Wampa, great. Don't have Hermit Yoda. I would definitely start working towards Hermit Yoda. Basically, you know, I don't know what I said to you 3 months ago, because people get annoyed at me. They go, what? How do you not remember my account? I see 5 accounts a week at a minimum. Clearly, we were working on a lot of back-end stuff, and you were earlier on in the game. Continue working on that executor, but I'd really like to see you getting into that Jedi Master Luke space. You already have Wampa. You'll need Hermit Yoda, which is get 1. Don't worry about Malik right now. Not super important for you right now. He's a great character. I'd love for you to have him. But that get 1 towards Hermit Yoda is going to be a lot more important for you. Rebel Officer Leia, I think that's the bounty event that came around today. Make sure you're putting all of your free shards into that right now, because I think what basically is going to happen, yes, you want to get CHU-PO, right? Not CHU-PO, Nessa, because it'll help you get C3PO a lot easier, and you'll get the CLS team, which is just a really solid core team at all levels of gameplay. But if you're focused on Jedi Master Luke, that's going to help you with Military Might. It's going to help you with Ground War. It's going to help you with Conquest. It's going to help you in GAC. It's going to help you in TW. It's going to basically help you in every aspect of this game. And it's going to, well, you can split your Jedi Knight Revan team if you want, or you can have like one super team with Jedi Knight Revan in your Jedi Master Luke team. And then it puts you in a really safe and comfortable space. At least for me, I like being in a space where I know what I'm doing long term, right? And with Jedi Master Luke, you can do the Jedi Master Luke, Jabba, Profundity, Leia route, which gives you a ton of major big farms. Nessa will help you because you're working with Leia. Leia will work because you're working on Nessa, rather. But it gives you a lot of really big farms to work on that build out the back end of your account. Jabba is going to be the big thing for you for modding. You're working on them. It's a slog. I understand. We just spent 20 minutes on Vaanced's account, and he has really terrible modding, and it's taken me a month to move his mod score like 0.4. So while I didn't understand the difficulty before, I do really understand doing it now and how long it takes. It is a marathon, but having Smugglers Run 2 is going to significantly speed that up for you. The Sith team overall is a great team. I don't think it's something you should really put a lot of your resources towards at the moment. And you can, some people don't listen to me, and it's a big joke that there's a lot of people that don't listen to me. And I think the misunderstanding a lot of people have is, I don't really care what you do with your account, right? It's your account, and you have to do what's fun. And if a certain farm for you is fun for you, and that's what's keeping you playing the game, then that's what you definitely should be doing. But at the very, very least, and the absolute bare minimum, every bit of your resources should be going towards Executor, right? So nothing else should be getting gearing until everything in your Executor farm is at G13. And I think I said this on Reddit yesterday. I didn't prioritize my fleet. And then when I finally did, and I was getting those every day, like, it completely supercharged me. Like, I didn't, like, there was so many resources I was getting each day that I almost didn't know how to use them. And you'll be at a point where you will be able to more quickly do the fun things that you want to do. Because you're getting 50 fleet crystals a day right now, and that's 1,500 crystals a month. But 400 crystals a day, right, is 12,000 crystals a month. So think about the difference there. And how much Chirotech you can buy, and how many refreshes you can buy, and how many, how much signal data you can get with 12,000 additional crystals every single month. So that's really what I would say for you. And hopefully it helps you in the way that it needs to help you. Let's pop into Ravage Kitteh, who I don't know if they're here today, but has been on a bunch of our streams lately. Let's say 123, and stall a little bit until that actual 123. Oh, man. Everybody gets quiet during reviews. The account name is funny. I laughed at it this morning. I generally don't look at the account names beforehand, and then Panikin with no Planikin. Hilarious. 1010. I love seeing funny names. My GAC opponent's name right now is, I'm going to pull it up on my phone. My GAC opponent's name, I guess it's like a YouTube video that I had never seen before. Because I looked up the name to try to get their .gg, and then a YouTube video came up. I posted it on Discord. Their name is Half Shark, Alligator, Half Man, and it made me giggle. But anyway, we've got Ravage Kitteh, who is too stubborn to actually give me any information. At least they're honest, though. I can't promise I will abide by your recommendations, but it'll be interesting to hear your thoughts and see the look at your face. Oh, God. Fuck. This is going to be an account. When people feel like they need to warn me about their account, I know that it's going to be an account. Let's see. 5.6 million. Still no fleet. That's like, that one always hurts when people don't put prominence into their fleet, and I'm hoping that they're trying to do better there. Ray signals to me like, hey, I bought the Lightspeed bundle for it because there's no other reason to have Ray first unless it's an old account where I made the mistake of going for Ray first over going for Ray first over what's his name, SLKR. Let's see, what is this looking like? Man, these always give me $5 million, 1 GL, no fleet. I really wish I knew what this person assault battle breakdown was, because I feel like that's where I could help them the most, right? So we have 1, 2, 3 Chewbacca. 1, 2, 3 Chewbacca. Do we have Chupio? Chupio's not there yet. Do we have R2? We do have R2. I will tell you right now that if you gave these guys speed, you could do CT2 fairly easily. The CLS squad and no Chupio, just using R2D2. I did it back in the day with R2D2 being my only relic. Everyone else was like G10, G11. But I mean, modding. It's a modding issue there. If I'm hoping you're at least doing CT1. Veer, Stark, Piet, Dark Trooper, and do we have range? We have range trooper. So if you do Veer, Stark, Piet, Dark Trooper, Range Trooper, I literally just did CT3 on Vaanced Account 3 weeks ago with his characters with moderate, like mediocre mods. So you can definitely do it, but you are going to have to remod for speed, and yes, it's worth it. With Chupio, CT3 is easy. I'm aware of that, but their Chupio is not done yet. It's actually easier with Mon Mothma. If you throw Mon Mothma in instead of Chewbacca with Chupio, you can completely full auto it, even with Mon Mothma at like G8 and no Zetas. Jedi, I mean, maybe you're doing CT1. I don't know. No Revan. Not the greatest Jedi in the world. You don't really have a great Jedi lead. What do you want, kitty? Why are you meowing? Do you want to say hi to everybody on camera? Are you a little whore? Is that what you want? My little fat cat? Yes? While I'm doing reviews? Are you camera shy? Do you want to go away? Do you regret meowing so incessantly and now you want to leave? Okay. Bye. Be off with you. Leave. No great Sith. I mean, CT1 maybe with Papa Palp lead, but I'd really like to see Nihilus in there. I don't know if you guys heard her in the background, but she was like just constant, like meow, 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 meow. She is an attention whore. I would love for you to come back telling me your assault battle viabilities, and I always ask for that so I have a better idea going into them what to tell people. Like, how do you not even have them unlocked? Like, It blows my mind not even having Master Qui-Gon or Padawan Obi-Wan unlocked, because those are free fucking shards that you can be getting. These are always the most interesting accounts for me. Let's see. No Razor Crest. What about Outrider? No Outrider. You have Marauder. No Marauder. Wait, I spelled Marauder wrong. No Marauder. I'm assuming, I think that, I don't remember if that Lightspeed bundle was R3 or R5. I think it was R5 though, so maybe you didn't get it. Poncho Brothers are insanely important, like so insanely important, and they are going to be doubled soon. So once they become doubled, and I normally don't tell people to wait till things are doubled, but because it's so close, I think you do need to prioritize them at least to G12, because G12 I believe is the modding tier, and that'll help you out pretty considerably. Are those bounty hunter ships? I mean, these are all 7-star. Okay, yeah. I'm not going to give you long-term advice. The only thing I am going to say is it sounds like you have an account where you want to have fun, right? I get it. I enjoy it. I enjoy that. People want to have fun. I totally understand that. They want to do the thing that they want to do. Great, awesome, wonderful, love it. You have a choice between Profundity and Executor. I would recommend Executor because even though you're relic level closer to Profundity, you have higher relics to go, and you already have most of the bounty hunter ships at 7-star. If you're not already started on Razor Crest, you really need to start on Razor Crest, and I would just put everything towards Executor right now. Because going from 0 fleet crystals a month to 12,000 fleet crystals a month allows you to do more fun stuff. With that said, I would also start slow farming Punishing One, so that you can have it ready for when you are done with Executor. I cannot stress enough for you how that should be your main and only priority right now, because then you have 12,000 extra crystals a month to just spend on whatever the fuck you want. Doesn't have to be efficient. You don't want to be efficient, don't be efficient. It's like going from being a minimum wage paycheck to paycheck person, living in a 1-bedroom studio apartment, and then being told that someone is going to give you $1,000 a week extra for no reason, right? And that's just extra money for you, and you're like, holy shit, I can buy eggs now. That's what Executor will do for you, where you can just do whatever the fuck you want with your account, but also have the resources to do it 4 times as fast. That's it. I would love for you to come back and let me know what your assault battles all look like, because then I'd be able to give you a bigger picture of the small stuff to work on. But in terms of big stuff, I would cut all ties on everything else and just go crazy on that. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. All right, we have a Amountaingoat who I think you said your spouse, your partner, really loves pineapple on pizza. I don't think it was you that really loves pineapple on pizza. I think you said that they did. But I did send you the recipe, and I'm happy that you were like, oh man, great, that's awesome. And I hope you try it, and I hope you let me know how great it was. Speaking of Only Eggs, guys, for those of you that did not see Only Eggs, I thought that this was the funniest fucking thing. For those of you that did not see this on Discord, And I just wish that it got more people like commented on it during that time. Because to me, I spent weeks getting these pictures together. Just doing like porn tropes. And like, oh my god. Like the Titanic. Like, this is the funniest thing to me. Like this, having Chat GPT, like, what is this? Like, every freaking picture, it's an egg. It's an egg, and he's just packing. In every picture, he's straight up packing. Like, look at this shit. Where is it? Where's this one? We even got Fat Phil in the background. Oh my god. Like, look at this shit. I was cracking up. Literally, for weeks, cracking up. Where is this? There's one. Like, we got this lovely trope going on here. This is, I'm glad that somebody brought up only eggs, because this is the funniest thing in the world to me. But anyway, we have reviews to do. So we've got a Amountaingoat, who hopefully I didn't timestamp yet. I did not. Oh, there's a Amountaingoat. One thing I wanted to tell you, Amountaingoat, too, about that recipe was, it's obviously expensive because there's a lot of like fancy cheeses in there. You don't need to use the fancy cheeses. We have used mozzarella, and then sometimes we'll do like some pecorino on top. The cheese is not as important if you don't want to go with like the high-end block cheese. But that's up to you. And we don't always put the arugula on. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. All right, so let's see. Yeah, the only eggs it's private now, because that was meant to be just a thing, but I still have it there. CT3s, all ABs except R7 Paw Patrol and T1 for the Inquisitors. Pushing and spending for the new raid. Will have Leviathan next month. Putting Gialea on hold until after the Mace, but not firm on this. So you're going all in on Mace Windu, right? You're going the whale route, if I'm understanding that correctly. Just seeing if you see anything or a direction I should take. Only one Leviathan in fleet. Always get top 5 in fleets. All right, so let's see. Where is my sources there? There it is. Basically, exactly 10 million, which is nice. Hitting that top spot. Kyber 3. Collection 1. Okay, you do have Jabba. I almost was going to hate you there. Ray, Kylo, Balin, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 GL. You're gonna have Leviathan next month, so you're pretty in order when it comes to your fleets, or you will be in order, is really what I should say. Raid history, 6 million. Let's check out the rest of the guild. Okay, so you're gonna need to hit, if your guild stays flat on this raid, if you buy I don't know, some of us buy fancy cheese. I buy fancy cheese sometimes. You're gonna have to hit like about 5 to 6 million on the raid as a minimum to stay flat, which is fine. It just gives me an idea of what's going on here. Let's just check out what's going on with some of this stuff. Leia, you're very close. But your goal right now is everything else. No Inquisitors. Now, you said here your Inquisitors are at T1. You didn't say CT1, but I'm assuming they're at CT1, right? Because CT1 you should be, like, you should have no problem doing. I did it with no relics. So I'm just going to make an assumption that you dropped the C. Or didn't. But if you didn't, I'm going to tell you that you definitely should just remod to get that CT1 because it's not hard with your current Inquisitors. I know some people don't like remodding. Putting on hold until Mace. Let's see what these clones are looking like. Oppo, CX2, yeah. So I wish I had seen this earlier because, you know, depending on what your goal is with the raid, I would have told you to go a little bit of a different route to help you save a little bit of money. But what's done is already done because the 2 clones that you could have prioritized less, you already have. And the rest of them are going to be the ones that you are going to have to put your money behind, right? Like Oppo, I would have just gotten to 5 stars. CX2, I probably would have mostly ignored. And then I would have put all my resources towards the rest of them. But what's done is done. I do have a feeling, though, like, I don't feel like you need to put off Leia. Like, I feel like you're so close to Leia that there really isn't too much reason. Are we that worried about the signal data and the... Okay, good. Are we that worried about the signal data and the relic material? I just feel like you're so close. And even if you didn't have the material to gear up Leia right away, you could at least get the farm done, the ticket portion done. Ali, I don't remod a lot. I'm a teacher. I'm a one-to-one, and I have a business. I work 2 jobs. I understand being busy. I do not remod often, but when it becomes a one-off remodding just to get something to a sim, yes, I'm gonna do it every single time. Right? I barely remod for the raid. I do it only for one team now, the 3-man team. I do not remod for GAC. I do not remod for TB. But for one-off events, I will remod to save myself time. Okay. Fundity. Where are you on Vader? Man, like, if you're gonna go all in on these clones, I just feel like you might as well. The era battles. Got it. I understand. But again, you know, I did all those videos. I actually talked to Meathead about it, and I tried to, like, get, like, the things going for it. Obviously, it kind of sucks that there really wasn't that great of a rebate for Oppo only. We'll see what it looks like for CX2 next week, if he'll be able to really assist with some of the higher tiers, or how many of the higher tiers CX2 will help. But what's done is I want to look at some of your smaller stuff. But after this raid stuff and after Leia, I just really think that you're signaling hard for Lord Vader, because you're going to have those clones. You may as well make use of them in a meaningful way. It's interesting. It looks like you don't have Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. It looks like you are farming. You're probably slow farming the new Bad Batch, which I think is a good idea, especially because we don't know what the other raid things are for right now or what teams they're going to be at. You'll probably have the stuff that you'll need for it. Well, it doesn't even have Cal, like Baby Cal. If you don't have Baby Cal, you don't have Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. Is there a lot of Lightspeed bundles on this account? Because I see it. A very distinct lack of Zetas. Lots of missing Zetas. And that tells me that there was a lot of bundles purchased and we are in a severe deficit. A severe deficit. I love my Lord Vader. I really do. I just think he was very low priority for most people for a long time. One, because he who will not be named gave him a stupid nickname. I would say if you are looking for a Cal Lightspeed bundle, your best shot at a Cal Lightspeed bundle is May the 4th. And if it's not coming out by May the 4th, it's going to be a little while. That's my personal feeling there. Here's what I'm thinking, and this is going to depend on how much you're nervous about your relic levels and your relic materials right now. I would say continue on your Leia farm right now. Yes, go crazy for Jedi Mace Windu. That's your own personal feeling, your own personal spending. That's your own personal journey. Do that. Slow farm the Bad Batch right now, which it looks like you're doing, until we know what the old raid farms are. And then at that point, you can decide whether it's worth it to continue slow farming them or if it makes more sense to move on to some of the older teams. But you're going to need to push about 6 million by the end of this raid to meet your quota for where your guild is right now. If we don't see... I mean, if your guild doesn't care that you don't have Jedi Knight Cal Kestis and your guild is already unlocking Zepho, I guess you can hold out for the bundle, right? And they're probably already, yeah, they're doing Zepho Mandalore. But I would hey, Smalls. I think I would strongly, after your raid prioritization, I would very strongly be going after Lord Vader. Lord Vader is going to be a monster once those clones are done, and you're gonna have the clones, so you might as well go down that route. It just makes sense to do it. And you bought the bundle, right, for Bad Batch, so the hardest part of that farm is already done. Okay, good. You did that one. Where is Peridia Patrol again? Yo, Remnant. All right, they're at R7. I've said it. I've said it enough. You've been on my stream a bunch. I really see such a huge importance in R9ing these three for Peridia Patrol. You're at the bare minimum, which is R7. It's a personal choice. I personally feel like anyone not bringing them to R9, especially where you are in the game, is making a long-term mistake. But I can only do so much to convince people. Black Hole, I've been saying it's been Luthen's ship. It's going to be Luthen's ship since mid last year. I actually thought Jocasta was going to be Luthen's ship. But I think there's like an 80% chance that the next Conquest unit is going to be Luthen's ship. And the only detractor I have to that is that players who are veteran players, Conquest having a ship is like, it's like a godsend to us. We're like, oh, thank God, this is so quick and so easy for us to get, and we don't have to Zeta anything, and this is awesome. And we don't have to Omicron anything. So there's a possibility they might do like a whole Andor era next, you know? And make Luthen's ship part of that. Yeah, Amountaingoat. I honestly, if I had your account today, I would finish that GLA. I would continue burning hard toward the raid. I would be slow farming new Bad Batch until we know what old stuff is going. And then after I have gotten to where I want to comfortably be with the raid, I would be going after Lord Vader. That's what I would do. You already have Leviathan coming up. You're getting it this month, or next month rather, so you don't need to worry about that as much. You're already getting first in the fleets. I think you're otherwise very, very well and perfectly fine and well off. You seem to already have a pretty set direction. And again, you were just kind of looking to see if I saw some things differently. So before we move on, I guess the only question I have, and I'm just going to step away real quick and grab some more water, is are there any specific, like hyper-specific questions that you have before we move on? Yeah, I don't normally watch the shows right away. I wait a little bit. I saw all 3 Andor episodes. I don't want to talk about them. We have a space on Discord where we can. I want to respect the people who haven't seen it yet. But I have enjoyed it so far. Very, very, very much. Oh, man. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. I'm thinking Amountaingoat does not have any additional questions. I know that they are at work right now. So we will... perfect plan. All right, perfect. Awesome. See? I was like... I knew it. In sync, just like the band. Let's move on. Archdevil. I watched him over the last couple of days because my wife is reading that Fourth Wing book, and she's like, I want to read. And I was like, okay, great. I'll put in my headphones and I'll watch some Andor. Sounds great to me. Archdevil, another one that does not... Guys, when you don't fill out the survey, makes it a lot harder for me to give you accurate information. Let's see. Just finish. Oh, well, actually, you did fill it out. You just didn't do it bullet pointed. Just finished BKM and Profundity, LSB, and BB. I'm missing quite a few Conquest characters as I wasn't able to put the time in. Same with GAC until now, so playing catch up. My plan is to go for LV, then Profundity, while slow farming new Bad Batch. My fleet is all Leviathans, so sometimes it's difficult to climb with only using Executor. CT3 in all except for NS Phoenix and the Inquisitor Tusken. Both are CT2. That's fine. CT2 is great. That's a good sticking point for now. No Peridia Patrol yet. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Archdevil. We're hitting into the 20s. Okay, so we're getting, 100 crystals a day, which is about 3,000 a month. That's not terrible. You do have Punishing One at 7 stars, which is nice. I'm not super great at the fleet stuff, so how reliable it is against Leviathan, not 100% sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 GL. Just Executor. Comeuppance. Okay, let's check this out. Gear Tracker. Profundity is close. Leviathan's fairly far. That's rough. Lord Vader, you're very close to. So yes, we're going to finish Lord Vader just because you're close to it. Let's check out these guys, my boys. I'm going to tell you, I've said it a bunch of times on this stream. We almost need to change my old Jabba graphic to a Loverboys graphic. Maybe something tasteful, like Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan on a tent, or in a tent, on a mountain with 2 horses in the background, cuddling up in a sleeping bag, and then like a suggested farm these guys thing. Bring it back to Brookback Mountain. But I cannot recommend enough just how important Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan to R9 is. It is, I would say, arguably the second highest ROI event in the game, with the first highest in my mind being Smuggler's Run 2, and you're already doing that. But I would really, really strongly, short-term, recommend Brookback Padawan. Oh my god, I need to... Somebody message Moonborn. Somebody message Moonborn and clip this little area and say, Moonborn, make this happen. Brookback Padawan, I love it. I'm not going to be able to focus anymore. Brookback Padawan is so great. I would just very strongly recommend doing that in the short term, is those guys to R9. Now, as far as Peridia Patrol... Okay. So you have them... I would just get Night Trooper to 5 stars right now. And I'm not going to say it's the most important thing you do, but I would say if you at least get Night Trooper to 5 stars, you will get free shards of them from 2 different tiers over the next year. So with him being so close, I see that as a short-term project so that you can ignore farming them more, I guess, until you have them all done, or until you're ready for them, and then you'll be much closer. So I see that as being a good short-term project for you. I don't like to speculate. We were just talking about Luthen's Fondor and Profundity. We obviously don't know that a lifter is coming, but I do strongly believe a lifter is coming. So the idea that you are getting Profundity, I'm really hoping is going to help you a lot in fleet, to be able to move yourself a little bit more ahead and get more of those fleet crystals. Lord Vader, I probably would not have recommended at where you are in the game, but you are at this point so damn close that I don't think makes sense not to finish him. So we might as well go for that. Your raid history, you're doing about 2.8. Your guild needs you doing 100 million, so about 2 million. I don't want to give you raid advice right now because we don't know what the old teams are going to be for the raid. And I don't know if you're going to need to do a new team. But we don't know yet. You know, so that's just something to maybe keep in the back of your mind. It looks like you did the CT, the Oppo 5-star trick, so that you're going to be able to get a lot more shards of these, which is nice. Getting that free stuff in there. Let's see the bottom end here. Rook. You do have Ray, right? Yeah. I mean, anyone that has Ray, I honestly recommend getting Zori up and running because it does turn a C team of requirements into a B plus team, especially with that Omicron, just as like a small secondary thing to do. Where are we? 9 million. It's so crazy to me. Oh, you did it with Tuscans. Interesting. Yeah, you did it with Tuscans. I wonder how close your guild is to Riva. Let's find out. Third Sister. Okay, only 5 of you, and then Grand Inquisitor. 30 of you. Alright, I could see this happening. I am going to say, again, I don't like to speculate, and I don't like to give advice based on speculation, but I have a strong feeling Inquisitors are going to be one of the old factions for the new raid. And I do think... I do think that you're at a level of the game where it is time to start putting some priority towards them. Once you have Third Sister, and we're talking several months down the line of getting these guys up and running, but once you have Third Sister, they really are a transformed team as being one of the solid backbone, like A- teams. So to me, that's in strong consideration. But I would put my priority towards finishing the boys. Get those guys to R9. Get Death Trooper. I think it's Death Trooper. It might have been Night Trooper. Whichever one is 4 stars. Get him at least to 5 stars so you can do Pretty Patrol at tier 2. Finish Lord Vader. You might as well. You're already close to him. I don't know what raid things you should work on yet because we don't know what to expect from the old teams for the raid. But in the interim, while you're working on all of that stuff, I would be trying to bring some priority towards your Inquisitors because they are a team that works really well once you have Third Sister, and that's going to happen for you. And again, I do have a sneaking suspicion that they are going to be one of the older teams for the raid. I feel like I talked to myself in circles there, but that's where we should go with that. Let's keep going. Let's move on to Noitra. Noitra. It's like noise. No, we don't want that on. We want this on. I'm telling you, when you get that, I get so many R9 materials now, and I refresh it one time each month. I refresh the Pretty Patrol, I refresh the Duel of the Fates, and I just have so many like droid brains and keypads that, not that I don't know what to do with them, but I don't feel any pressure right now, which is really nice. 203, let's say 203. Noitra Senior. Been a GAC focused guy, but currently want to improve other areas, specifically TB and Raid. I buy the episode pass regularly. Awesome, cool. It's a super high value. I wish that I had the funds to buy it every month because I would. I buy it now like once every 3 months. I think I will be buying the one that comes up next month with the other 2 clones. Top 20, number 1 every day. Fleet communication, no. I recommend it just from a quality of a life thing. It's not just about hitting number one. It is also about other people knowing who to hit and when to hit them, which has helped me to have less battles I need to do each day. Everything looks to be in order except for Paw Patrol and Secrets and Shadows at CT2. Finishing Bo-Katan and new raid stuff, dead set. Pretty committed to Bo-Katan and new Bad Batch clones to help the guild. I know I'm decently close to LV, but right now I'm not sure I can fit in the last requirements, signal data and Zeta-wise. Inefficient passion project. Probably R9 the LV team with new clones once I am done with badass motherfucker Mace Windu down the road. Okay, let's see. This is going to be fun. Let us see. This is an interesting one. Noitra, 11.2 million. We're hitting number one every day. Nice, awesome. I want to get your raid, you're doing 4 million. Your guild, 567. Okay, and your guild is not yet at the 200 box. But let's assume, that your guild does go for that next box, the 260 box for the next raid. That means you're going to need to have about a 5.3 million raid score. All right. And that's assuming that scoring stays the same. But that's just something that we need to keep in mind. Your current scores are a little under what we need right now, but they're over what your guild needs right now, which means you're committing stronger to the raid than your guild is. And that is always something to be wary of, because if you're committing heavily to it and your guild isn't, then the extra resources are not as incredibly important. Want to check on my Paw Patrol boys. Where are they? R7. I've said it 10 times in the stream, man. I personally see it as a long-term mistake for people to not bring these guys to R9. R7 is the bare minimum, but I really think that long-term, any serious player should have all avenues of ROI built out. I refresh Duel of the Fates once every time it comes around. I refresh Paw Patrol once every time it comes around. It looks like it costs 999 crystals, but you get 400 crystals back from the tiers. So to me, it only costs $5.99 or $4.99. Whatever, 8, 7, 6, 5, yeah, $5.99. I think it's so worth it for somebody in our position in the game. Clone troopers. So what did you do here? All right. Now, you said you're getting badass motherfucker Mace Windu down the line, and that kind of signals to me that you're probably not going for him first run, which is fine. I'm not either. But it's an important distinction. Your Oppo is at 6 stars. You're trying to put some priority towards these clones, but not going too crazy, it seems. So it seems like you maybe... you might have watched my video on early raid prep for a free-to-play or casual spender, which was that I put less priority towards Oppo and CX2, and I'm going to put more priority towards the next 2 clones so that I can get them a little bit on the faster end. Old Bad Batch. Let's see what we're doing here. Do we have... Oh, these are clones, not Bad Batch. I was like, wow, where are they? You're farming them kind of the same way that I am farming them. Here's the thing. So you want to bring the Lord Vader team to R9, which means you're probably going to want to bring Tarkin to R9 too, which means you're going to get about 3.6 million from the raid. You're also doing new Bad Batch. I probably wouldn't R9 them new Bad Batch just because, again, you don't want to over prioritize the raid if your guild isn't doing it. But I would almost definitely R7 them, I think, to get the 1.8 tier. And if you're getting 3.6 million from the Vader team and 1.8 from the Bad Batch team, that's 4.6 plus 8, that's 5.4 million, plus whatever spillover you get from old stuff. you're probably going to be in a strong position for your current guild to do exactly what you need to do. So just be careful of going too crazy. For me personally, I'm not putting any priority towards badass motherfucker Mace Windu. I see myself as making the Bad Batch my R7 team, the Lord Vader team my R9 team, and then building out some of the old teams to hope to try and get at least an 8.5 score to put me where I need to be for my guild. Probably R9. I know I'm decently close to LV. I think raid prep is really your only answer, man. Let's see. Lord Vader is so close. So close. So close. Oh my god. It's just about relic levels. I kind of said this. Who did I... Was it Noitra? It might have been Archdevil. No, it was your Noitra. Might have been Actually, it wasn't Archdevil. It was Amountaingoat and talking about Leia. You're so close that I think it's worth it to just do it and get it out of the way, because he is a strong team even right now without all of that old stuff. Why did I look up Mace? Even without all of the new stuff, and he will be helpful to you both in TB as a strong TB character, but also in GAC and in TW. Now, when it comes to trying to build out a TB roster and trying to be better with TB, I have this conversation with people often. I look for teams. I go through my whole layer of what I'm doing, and I look for teams that will not just give me 2 waves in one phase, but will give me 2 waves per phase for multiple phases. So, like, when I was doing my wave war with Fat Phil, I wasn't going to bring Spectre up, but then I noticed that bringing them to R8 would actually give me 4 days worth of waves, and it made sense. So those are kinds of the things that you want to isolate. One of my favorite teams is the Night Sisters. Old Night Sisters to R8 just makes things explode. But again, you are in a raid crunch right now. I don't think it's a priority for you. I think raid prep is where you want to be, and those clones will help you with TB. New Bad Batch, Wrecker. If you want to Omicron TB teams, I'm a huge fan of Omicroning TB teams because they save me tons of time. New Wrecker's Omicron looks insane. That'll help you on the light side TB side as well. But I think raid prep is where you need to focus, and raid prep is where you need to be. The only major advice that I want to give you is twofold. One, Paw Patrol R9, just do it. Right? Do it. You'll thank, in 6 months, you will thank me. And then 2, Secrets and Shadows CT3. It's not a high priority. I don't know what your Zetas are looking like right now, but if you can Zeta your Marin and you super high health, best health mods old Daka, and speed mod Mother Talzin, Asajj, Zombie for high health and speed, Marin for her potency and tenacity, you can almost definitely CT3. You can almost definitely CT3 Secrets and Shadows with the team that you have right now. I think that's really the only advice that is worth giving you today, because your raid prep basically is exactly what my raid prep is, and I do think that you should stay down that route. Oh my god. Oh man. Zam, thanks for the Prime sub. For all of you sitting on Twitch right now who haven't given away your Prime sub to somebody already, why not? That's free money. You're already paying it. You're paying Amazon $150 a year. You might as well send 2 of those dollars to me for literally free. Come on, don't I help you out enough? Support me without opening your wallet. That's how we do it here. We try to do things as poor people as possible, because we all love a good poor person. So, the prime content. I love it. Look at that. In with the jokes, just like Hod. Let's try to get at least one more in for today. At least one more. We got Smalls up on deck here. Where is... Oh, no. That is Spotify. We don't want Spotify. We want Smalls. Cup of coffee. No, we do beers here. That's why. I also have my Venmo, by the way. I don't push money on people. But I had to... It was actually interesting. When I started doing this, I had to go into all of my accounts and change them from my real name to Egnards. And then I had to go to all my ones that had Egnards but were for real things and change them to my real name so that there was no crossover between the things. So now when I'm at work and I buy lunch, or somebody buys lunch and I have to send them money, or they have to send me money, they're like, who the fuck is Egnards? Like, why is your name Egnards? And I'm like, shh, don't worry. Anyway, we got Smalls. Smalls. Well, he was here. I don't know if he's here now. Where is Smalls on Discord? Smalls' account has jumped so much. This motherfucker is a whale. He spends the money. But I like this guy. We met. We did a Reddit meetup. He, did you bought me something when we had the meetup? I don't even remember. That was a fucking night, man. I think you got me a drink. And then one of the guys from Hoboken, we were really drunk at the one at the whiskey place, and he bought us all Wendy's. And we were sitting in the whiskey place eating like Wendy's. Oh, that was great. It was a good time. We got to do it again this year. I'll have to post on Reddit. So, finally bought Jabba. Episode Pass Addict. It's a great pass, honestly. It really is. Lightspeed Bundle Addict, so always hurting for Zetas. Only Ground War and Night Sisters are below C. How is Ground War below CT3? Duel of the Fates R9, Peridia Patrol R9, Farming New Marquees, 15999 pack per marquee, First in Fleets. Are you badass? Are you going for badass motherfucker Mace Windu right away, Smalls? Are you trying to get him on first run? Or are you holding off? And I'm always in your neck of the woods too, because of roosters. I love roosters. I had a really bad day. You'll appreciate this, Smalls. I had a really bad day a few weeks ago, like a terrible day. And I paid my brother-in-law. This is so fucking stupid. I paid my brother-in-law $150 just to deliver me roosters. And it was so worth it. Oh my god, it was so worth it. And I do not regret it at all. Okay, so second running badass motherfucker. Got it. Let's see. I almost feel ashamed admitting that, but I don't even fucking care. Let's say 2:13:00 because I forgot to set my timestamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you just missing Lord Vader right now? Damn, good job. You have come a long way, man. Yeah, I mean, what do you want me to tell you? Dude, you got everything. We're just looking at small stuff, right? Let's see where your guild is at. Black Knights of the Force. Nope, I don't care about Datacrons. I care about Raid. They're doing about 78 million. Okay, so this is where we talk about not... Ooh, I forgot to put your .gg up. This is where we talk about not over-prioritizing the Raid, right? Because I know you're not leaving your guild. This is your guild. But basically with where your guild is at right now, you only need like 2 to 3 million, not even, like 2 million points in order to do well in the raid for your guild. And new raid, you're doing like 7 million. So just be careful about going too crazy. You're obviously going after the clones to some degree. Lord Vader is very close. Very, very close. You might as well be going for him. I mean, let's see what these clones look like. CX2, where's Oppo? You got Oppo to 5-star. Okay, great. I want to check out your... How is your ground war at CT3? Or at CT2? Dude, you can do ground war. Ground war is a very simple AB. You're going to be kicking yourself. Right? Take your Jedi Knight Luke. Take all the speed mods off of your Jedi Knight Luke. All of them. Put him in the lead spot. Jedi Knight Luke. Jedi Master Luke. I wish I knew this 2 days ago when it came out. Or yesterday, because I would have done it for you. I did it for Vaanced yesterday. Jedi Knight Luke, Jedi Master Luke. Shit, it doesn't even matter with your thing. Revan. I would probably do Hermit Yoda. And, like, I don't like using gas there because of the double attack. And General Kenobi for his mass attack. And you just start every round with the called action so that Jedi Knight Luke speed limits everybody. And then you end every round with the called action so that he goes into the next round speed limiting everybody. And you want to start every round with a stun as well. It's actually super easy. And you should have no problem doing it. You actually don't even need Jolee Bindo. He helps. Jolee does help if you are having a lot of trouble. But you don't even need him, especially if you have Jedi Knight Luke and Jedi Master Luke. I did CT2 for Vaanced yesterday, and Vaanced mods are shit. And that was with Jedi Master Kenobi, and that's like terrible to do. And I managed to get him the 3-star for it. For CT2 though, not CT3. He doesn't have the mods for that. That should be super easy for you, man. And that should be a priority for you because that's free relic material that you are leaving on the table every single time. I mean, again, really, yes. Well, you want to end every wave with the swarm. And you want to start every wave with a stun. You want to end every wave with the swarm because then Jedi Knight Luke goes first. Right? That's super important, is that Jedi Knight Luke goes first so the speed limit happens right away. And it's very easy to do. I don't think the Night Sister AB is a priority. But I do think that if you just mod these guys for high health and speed, you probably could brute force it with a few tries. I know some people who did it on auto and they just would keep hitting auto until they got past the Sidious one. And then they were like, all right, I'm going to play manual at that point. It's not a priority though for you. It's a very small thing. Yeah, Smalls, it's super easy. I wish I knew yesterday. I would have been like, give me your login. I'll log in and do it for you. It would have taken me 10 minutes. It would have been super, super, super easy. I mean, I think that that's really the only advice I can give you because you have everything. Like, you have everything. You have a 12.5 million account. Your raid prep doesn't have to go too crazy, right? But I know that you're building out this raid stuff. I would be at least slow farming the Bad Batch, and it does look like you're at least slow farming the Bad Batch. And even if you bring those Bad Batch to R7, you are going to be at a level where you're doing what your guild needs you to do. I would definitely finish up that Lord Vader. You know, the clones. Oh, I'm super pumped for these clones. I don't know what your priority. You're doing each one at the 6,000 packs. So you're not over prioritizing the new clones, and that's fine because you don't need to over prioritize your raid score. So I'd be very careful about that and not like getting thrown into the mix of let me get these guys as quickly as possible. Because the Bad Batch will give that to you, and you'll get the clones as you get them. But otherwise, you're at a point in the game where you can kind of make your own choices and say, hey, you know, what do I want to do for fun? I would struggle to be in your guild because it's a little bit more on the casual side, but I know it's your baby and you built it up. But what that means is a positive for you, because you don't have to worry like I do, right? Like I have to take all these tunes to R8 and to R9, and I have to worry about my wave counts and making sure it's at the highest. You don't have to worry about that as much as I do. So you can play a play style that's a little bit more on the fun side. And I just want you to keep that in mind, that you can toy with those things a little bit more and say, hey, you know, I want to bring this team up. I want to play with that team. Don't be afraid to do that at this point. But I definitely would finish Lord Vader, and I would definitely, at a bare minimum, slow farm Bad Batch. But if you want to do Bad Batch the way that I'm going to do them, the way that I'm going to do them is your Fugitive Omega's already done. Cool. Batcher, slow farm. You're so close. Hunter, I mean, you're so close that I would just do all of my energy on that each day just to get it done. I prefer the psychological way of like signal data and midday energy towards Hunter. I would 2x refresh Wrecker, and I would 3x refresh Crosshair. Get them done to R5 to R7. Other than that, just have some fun at this point, man. And hopefully that ground war helps you. Because there's nothing really else that I need to tell you, dude. You're there. Your account is almost as big as mine. Oh man. Well, we got through a lot today. That's awesome. That's excellent. Excellent. Let us, well, actually, we're going to keep that for now. We're going to keep this up for now. I don't know if you have any, like, specific questions, but I don't really think that there's too much else I can offer you. May the 4th will almost definitely give 5 of all of those. Because they're 1 removed, and they generally give us shards of the characters that are, like, 1 removed. Now, with all of that said, because we are we'll raid into our friend Womp Rat in a minute, but with all of that said, next week, next Sunday, I have to work a street fair for my business, and that is an all-day affair, like 9 in the morning until like 6 p.m. So there's no brunch next Sunday. Very sad. I know. I'm upset about it. I love brunch. It's one of my favorite times of the week. Tonight, there is a very strong possibility that Fat Phil and I will be doing something. He asked me yesterday. I said I can almost definitely make it work. He is going to do his Omicron for Captain Enoch, which was his punishment for our TB Wave War that he lost. He is also going to Relic 9 that team because he's like, if I'm going to do the Omicron, I might as well Relic 9 the team. I am going to see about if I can get this Wampa burned by tonight to have a video to be able to show you guys on the stream, right? We've got the torch. So we'll do that. And we might do some other fun things because obviously it's also a GAC night. So maybe I'll help him with his GAC. He'll help me with my GAC, whatever. But we're going to try to do something fun tonight as well. He is a night owl. So it'll probably be later on, like 9 EST, somewhere around there. But we're going to try to do that tonight. With that said, guys, thank you for joining us for brunch. And something, always make sure that your pets are spayed and neutered. And maybe I'll try to do something next, like Saturday night. That's why he's always yawning. Oh, I forgot to yawn today. Damn. I've been yawning in solidarity with him recently. But hopefully I see you guys tonight. Say hi to Womprat.